What's going on, everyone? These are my 3 quarterbacks I'm targeting in the later rounds of single QB leagues that still offer plenty of upside without forcing you to waste an early draft pick. Number 1, Brock Purdy. Currently, he's being drafted around pick 98, which puts him in the 9th round. Based on his production over the past 3 seasons, that feels like a steal. Back in 2023, he finished as QB6, making him a high-end QB1. And in 2024, he experienced a regression and dropped to about QB14. Then in 2025, injuries caused him to miss a little time, but he still put up just under 200 fantasy points. If he stayed healthy for the full season, Purdy was on pace to finish as a top 7 quarterback. The 49ers have also added new playmakers like Mike Evans and Christian Kirk. This should help boost his production moving forward, and on top of that, he still offers some mobility and could chip in a few rushing touchdowns throughout the season. The next quarterback is Baker Mayfield. Baker is currently being drafted around pick 117, which puts him in the 10th round, and that feels absolutely wild to me. Based on both his production and opportunity, he should be going much earlier, and at pick 117, I'll gladly target him as my starting quarterback. Even though Baker lost Mike Evans, I still feel confident that he could produce QB1 numbers with the likes of Jalen McMillan, Emeka Egbuka, and a healthy Chris Godwin. Baker also has enough mobility to create fantasy value outside the pocket. He's capable of picking up rushing yards and adding a few extra points on the ground. Bo Nix is my number 3 quarterback that I'm targeting in later rounds. He's also being drafted around 102, which puts him at the beginning of the 9th round. And this is probably the one that surprised me the most because over the past 2 seasons, he's finished as QB7. That means he's being drafted 2 rounds after the likes of Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert, who have recently finished around that QB10 range. The Broncos have also continued to support their young quarterback by adding another talent in Jalen Waddle, giving Bo plenty of weapons to strengthen the offense. On top of that, his rushing ability raises his value even more because fantasy football rewards quarterbacks who can create points with their legs. I'm definitely taking advantage of the lack of attention in the fantasy community because being a top 7 quarterback like that should not be getting drafted in the 9th round. And his ADP definitely won't stay there long once other people figure out how good he is with his fantasy production. All right, that's the top 3 quarterbacks I'm targeting in the later rounds of my draft. So thanks for watching, and I hope this gives you some insight on which quarterback options are still going to be available in those like 9th, 10th, and 11th rounds of your fantasy drafts. Let me know in the comments what you think about where these guys are being drafted, or if you have some quarterback targets of your own and what your draft strategies are moving into the 2026 season. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.